So it looks like we finally getting a new update for the Division 2 18.3. We knew that this was coming. We knew that there was a couple items that are currently on the known issues board, right? And we knew a few of them already had marked, hey, scheduled for 18.3. And I was always thinking to myself, hey, 18.3 most likely will come right at the end of the apparel event, because we know we usually get some kind of maintenance, some kind of update to remove the apparel items, the apparel event, and that event actually ends next Tuesday. So it looks like we most likely will get 18.3 once they remove the new apparel event, and that is coming. Now, what is coming with 18.3? Well, there is a talent that currently is probably the most used talent in the Division 2 right now. If you play PvE or you play PvP, you've probably seen this talent, and it's Companion. It's actually double Companion. If you run Companion by itself on the chest piece, with any other talent on the backpack, it works. If you run Companion on the backpack, you run any other talent on the chest piece, it works fine. They all work fine. Now, the problem comes when you actually run them together. The amount of damage that you get out of it is pretty crazy, because it's not even 35% total. It's crazy. It just tends to proc more than once. And I've seen instances where it's proc 2, 3, 4 times, and you start to see some crazy amount of numbers. So the thing is, with this talent, it should still be very effective once they fix the chest piece and fix how it interacts with the backpack. But at the moment, it's currently not working as intended. And most likely, once it's fixed, people will still use it. It just won't be hitting the way it's hitting right now. Because if you go in the dark zone, 99 or 95% of the people end up running it. And, you know, to survive out there, most people just put it on, so if they're gonna fight fire with fire. And you can see in this post, it says it moved this card from progress to fix ready. So it is planned for 18.3. Companion talent and perfect versions can be activated without being near an ally. And that was the initial issue for the thing, because it's procking on itself and then in multiple procs. Once they fix that, it will fix the multiple procking issue. So the damage will be total 35% if you guys are running it the back and chest piece. So hopefully we get some kind of fix, because I know in the PvP community, everybody is using it, complaining about it, and not really enjoying it because the damage is just so crazy. So hopefully they can get that fixed, because I would love to run builds with it and not people say, oh, why are you running double Companion? Because I think there is a place for double Companion, but just not in its current state and how much damage it's doing. Now, there are a few other small changes they added. They're currently working on a few things, but I think the ones that are fixed ready at the moment on the board, and this could all change before 18.3 goes live, is also the Nemesis patch. For completing the Nemesis in Descent, you should receive an arm patch. Some people said they weren't receiving that. That fix is ready for title update 18.3. So hopefully that's for all of you PvE guys who really want that patch. I got mine after like the second or third time of completing that. What else do they have? They have one other thing. It says the description for the rewards for the Descent loop will be fixed. So you guys should see that fixed. And that's something else a lot of people said, hey, I'm not getting the items I was supposed to get, but I think it was all miscommunications, bad wording. So they're fixing that so everybody will be happy. So it looks like those are the only changes for title update 18.3. I know a lot of people are going to ask the question, what about the talent Determined? Because Determined currently used to have 3 items on there. One was the description was wrong, but they moved that to live. As you guys know, they already fixed that. But there still are 2 items for Determined on there. And this is what they actually say on the known issues board. One says the Determined talent is triggered and canceled by using damage skills. Another one says the Determined talent allows for chaining of body shots to activate the talent. So it looks like this one is still in progress. It's been on there for a little bit now, and they've had a few updates since Determined. You know, Determined was really buggy where you have to unequip it, re-equip it. That's no longer an issue. But on the known issues board, it still has a place for where it's chaining body shots. You guys know right now, if you hit a headshot and you have Headhunter and Determined and you hit the body shot, it continues to proc and proc. And everybody thought that's how it should work. It was been like that. then they changed it, then it wasn't working, then they brought it back and it was working again. Now, I'm unsure what is the real way it should work. If you get a body shot, but you have a talent headhunter, does that still allow it to proc, or what's going on? So hopefully we find out more about that. Are they changing it? Are they not? It looks like it's not coming in 18.3. It's not even on the part where you click on it says expected for 18.3. So could it be something that they end up leaving alone? Maybe. I feel it reminds me a lot of, you guys remember Deadeye back in Division 1? That's what it really reminds me of. Nothing too crazy. So for me, I don't really see an issue of leaving it. You still can't one-shot crazy bosses. You still have to like proc the talent and those heavy tanks. You still have to use another weapon. So it's good for open world activities, for doing heroic missions. But once you start getting to like legendary and stuff like that, it's not as viable. And even in Countdown, where the health pools are bigger for the enemies, it's not as strong as I would think that it would need some type of rebalancing. But I can see where they're going with it. I always thought it was a really cool talent. I feel like if they take that talent out and it doesn't chain those, like you get a headshot, body shot, people would just go and move to, keep using a hot shot build, but they'll move over to Ranger, right? They'll use Ranger instead of Determine, and then just hit headshots, because you could still do the same thing before Determine was out. All it did was allow you to really focus on the bodies and chain those kills together. Boom, boom, boom. Now you have to land the headshots. Obviously on PC, mouse and keyboard, you just point and click. On controller, yes, it's a little bit harder, but you guys get the point. Still very doable. So if they do remove it, will it be the end of the hot shot one shot? No, you can 100% run the hot shot Ranger or whatever other talent you want on the weapon, because it will still headshot one shot enemies. So just something for you guys to keep in mind for anybody who enjoys that. But it looks like Determine, still work in progress. Don't know what's going to happen to it, but Perfect Companion and Companion will no longer proc together. Hopefully that fixes the bigger issue, which I believe that is why they had to target the main issue with it procking together, and it was causing it to proc multiple times. But no longer should it do that, and it should just work, and we should get, if you're running both, a total weapon damage of 35%, 20% from the chest, 15% from the backpack if you want to run double companion, which should still hit pretty nice. Nothing like it was doing now, but yeah. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is we are going to wrap up this video. I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Let me know what you guys think about the changes coming in 18.3. The changes really coming to double companion, right? Perfect, and then regular chest and backpack talents working together. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, Nothing But Skills is out. Take it easy, everybody.